welcome back to the Off the Table Pod. Today we're going to be talking about different things than we were talking about last time, because if we didn't, this would be terrible. Today is Friday, December 8th. First thing I want to ask you is, what are you asking for Christmas?
It's a great question.
From Santa Claus.
From Santa? Well, yeah, from Santa, what I asked for was a new monitor for my computer. And I know Santa's going to bring it, because Santa's always brought me everything I've wanted.
Nope, Santa's not real. I've already been around this block before. If you think Santa's real and you're over the age of, let's see, when did you find out that Santa wasn't real?
Like 12.
Like 12?
So
you were in 7th grade when you found out Santa wasn't real? You're telling me you were 11 years old and you got up on Christmas morning and you were like, yeah, that dude came on a sleigh and delivered all my presents around the entire world.
Okay, well,
in one night when you were 11?
I had my suspicions.
You think there was a fat dude that wore red that came in your house, down your chimney? Do you even have a chimney?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I thought that would add like dramatic effect to that sentence.
I had my suspicion. I was 12 and my parents told me Santa wasn't real.
So I think I started having suspicions the first time that I found out about Santa.
No way. When
you
were 4 years old?
I'll say I think I started having suspicions when I was
like 9.
Like 7.
7?
Dude,
you're a baby when you're 7. You don't know what's going on when you're 7.
You're probably an idiot when you're 7, dude. I understood the way things go. I understand you can't fly. I know there's not a guy that comes in my room and takes my tooth and gives me money.
How do you know?
If the tooth fairy is real, I think that's terrifying, and that's the scariest thing that I've ever heard in my entire life.
Oh, he's scary.
Imagine there's
he's scary. You haven't seen what I've seen. He's scary.
Imagine there's a person that just like comes in little or he walks into what does he do? Fly?
I never seen him flying. I saw him walking.
He just flies into little kids' rooms at nighttime when their parents don't know.
Oh, he did.
And he takes their teeth.
Yep.
What does he do with them? Who knows? The police might find out eventually.
Oh, I don't know. I'm scared.
He takes their teeth and he gives them $1. And he takes human teeth and he collects them, and then he gives them $1 and then leaves, and then what does he do with the teeth? That might be something that I don't want to know. I'm not going to lie. What are you going to do with a bunch of little kids' teeth?
I asked him. He wouldn't tell me. And
he's clearly got a bunch of $1 bills to give away.
Oh, you think they're real still? They're counterfeit. The tooth
fairy just gives you counterfeit bills.
The tooth fairy's running the deep sting operation.
Dude, imagine you're like 6 and you put your first like lost tooth under your pillow, and you wake up in the morning, there's just like a counterfeit dollar underneath your pillow. You try to like use it, and you just get arrested.
You as a 6-year-old trying to go buy like a pack of gum from Target.
Yeah, you get arrested for using counterfeit money
the clerk
that the tooth fairy gave you.
the person at the checkout's like, they just call the police.
All right, guys, that's our conversation on the tooth fairy. Let's get into what we were actually going to talk about today.
Let's.
Okay, so starting out, we're gonna continue a segment from the last episode. This probably not good. It might be a normal thing if you guys like it, but we just had two that we kind of thought were good enough to talk about. Cool or not cool? Tiny homes.
Tiny homes.
Yeah, like the ones you see on like. Isn't there a show called Tiny Homes?
Probably.
Or like a show about tiny homes?
There has to be.
I just know that I've seen tiny homes before, and I don't live in a tiny home, so I don't know.
There must be a show.
I don't know
with a
where
tiny
I would have
home.
seen it.
Must be a show with a tiny home in it. That's how we probably seen it.
Okay, so what do you think about tiny homes? If you have the money to buy a normal size home, do you think it's cool to live in a tiny home? And would you?
It depends on, I think for me, where. Depends on where. If I'm living in a tiny home in like New York, yeah, I'm down to live in a tiny home. If I'm living,
Every home in New York is a tiny home. If you're not like a 100 millionaire, you're not gonna get a home in New York that's not tiny.
okay,
No, I mean if you had the choice to buy a normal size home, and you bought a tiny home just because it's tiny and it's cool, is that cool?
I wouldn't do it. I don't know if it's cool or not. I wouldn't do it.
So like your bed is like you gotta climb up like a little ladder, and it's like
I know,
it's like above your kitchen, and then you climb down the ladder. And you've got like I don't even know. The kitchen's probably really small too.
I'm familiar with the tiny home.
I'm a big shower fan. I take long showers, and I like to have space in the shower so I can sit there and just like think about just random. I don't even know if shower thoughts, man.
Shower thoughts.
The shower is the place that I think of
Everything.
that I'm gonna do, ever. It's thought in the shower, and so like I like taking like long hot showers where I just stand there and just think. That's where I really reach like my zen is just in the shower.
Oh yeah, and then for everyone on the outside of the shower, we're just sitting there in front of the bathroom door. We're waiting. We're waiting.
But no. Okay, you're living alone in a tiny home.
Okay.
Because it's tiny. You can't live with more than one person in a tiny home. It's tiny.
That's true. Okay, so tiny home every home in New York's a tiny home unless you're a billionaire. So what town?
We're not talking about New York.
I know.
New York's not on the table, man.
What?
It's off the table. New York's off the table.
What town is this tiny home in?
I don't know.
If you
what
ask
if it's in like? What if the tiny home was in like World War II Germany? Then would you think it's cool?
Is this your convincing factor? You're trying to convince me to buy a tiny home
No.
by putting
Okay.
me
So
in Nazi Germany.
do you think tiny homes are cool? First of all, do you think tiny homes are cool?
I say it depends on where
I
you
think
are.
tiny homes can be cool. I
Yes,
think some of them look
100%.
cool, but they would suck to live in. But they look cool, so I'll give it a point for looking cool. But I wouldn't want to live in one because it's too tiny, and I can't take long hot showers without be sitting like this, sitting like a sitting
hermit crab?
all hunched up. Yeah.
I'm going to blow your mind real quick. I think a tiny home shower is probably about the same size as any other shower you're going to get.
Nope. It's
You
tiny.
can't make...
You can't fit
It's
a
just-
normal size shower in a tiny home. The reason you have a normal size home is so you can fit a normal size shower. Why would it make sense for everything else to be tiny, but the shower is just huge?
Dude, it's...
Like, what if your kitchen is just tiny and then your shower is massive? Actually, that would be cool. But you can't cook a lot of things. You can just cook one thing at once because it's tiny. He's got like one stovetop.
Do you think everything in a tiny home is just like shrunk down?
Is it not?
The shower can only be so small. It's not going to be the size of a microwave.
Well, yeah, because I couldn't fit in a microwave. You have to be able
So
to fit.
how small do you think the
I
shower
think it's
is?
as small as you can fit in because it's tiny and it has to fit. It doesn't have to be good. It just has to be tiny. That's the beauty of a tiny home is that it's tiny.
You think in every tiny home, you're going to slot your naked body into like the equivalent of like putting bread in a toaster. You think you're going to slide in by the grace
No,
of
do you
God to
think-
a tiny
okay,
shower?
so you think a tiny home has full size? Why would they make normal size homes if you can just fit normal size things in a very tiny home? That's way cheaper, dude.
Because people like having space. Space for all their random stuff. Like, people have like 3 living rooms for no reason.
Okay, just because of this conversation, I'm going to end this conversation right now, hopefully. Just because of this stupid conversation, I say tiny homes are not cool.
I think you're an idiot, and I have bad vibes, and I think tiny homes are really not cool.
So we both think tiny homes are not cool.
Tiny homes suck just because of this conversation.
So we didn't need to have the whole conversation. We both
Nope.
just agree that
I-
tiny homes are not
Well, I hate tiny homes because of the conversation.
Okay. I was going to say what if we didn't have the conversation, but this segment does not need to take that long.
Too much tiny
All right,
home.
you get the next one.
All right, what do we got? Cool or not cool? PJ Day. pajama day. A classic.
Like at work or at school or both?
Yes.
I think PJ Day at school, if you're under the age of 16, cool. I think it's fun. I think it's awesome. I think wearing PJs in general is very nice. If you're over the age of 16, you need to get a grip. If you own PJs, if you look forward to wearing pajamas and you're over the age of 16 and you're in high school or above, obviously, why would you not just wear pajamas every day if you can? There's nobody stopping you from just wearing pajamas every day. Like in elementary school, it's awesome. You wear pajamas, you like win like whatever the teacher did. You know, the teachers used to do like the points and you get enough and you have like a pajama day. If you're in high school, okay, elementary school, cool. Middle school, cool, because you can't wear pajamas every day. But once you get to high schools, once you get to high school, maybe freshman year, you're still very young. You still think PJs are not allowed. But if you're above the age of like 15, 16, you can literally wear pajamas whatever day you want, unless you go to like a weird like private school that doesn't allow PJs.
Dissing all the private school kids real quick.
Unless you go to a weird private school that doesn't allow PJs, you can wear PJs whatever day you want. And if you've been to high school like I have, you realize that people that wear PJs all the time are generally not the coolest type of people to hang around. And if they are, they're usually very lazy because they don't want to get dressed in the morning. So I think wearing having a PJ day is cool until you get to high school, because then why would you have a PJ day if you can literally wear whatever you want to wear any day of the week? Why would you look forward to wearing the same thing that you could wear any day on PJ day? Sorry, I've been yapping. What's your take on this issue?
So, cool or not cool? I think PJ day is nostalgic. You have like fun PJ days, like you were saying, in elementary, middle school. Then when you get to high school, you got everybody wearing PJs pretty much whenever they want. So I'm going to say PJ day, not cool. Only because it's nostalgic. PJ day, at this point
not
in my
cool.
life...
Okay. Oh, at this point, you're like, PJ day, not cool.
So in general, it's not cool.
I'm going on 20 years old. Most of my classes are online. And I don't think I even wear PJs in general. When I go to bed, I wear boxers. It might be controversial. I don't think it is. Nope. I wear boxers because putting PJs on is too much work.
Boxers is better.
Yep, that's what they all say.
Oh, yeah.
At this age, PJ's not cool. If I was 7, PJ day, very cool.
Awesome.
Very good. All right. So it's settled. PJ Day. Oh, we actually agreed on both of them.
PJ Day, not cool.
Okay, so tiny homes.
Not cool.
Not
the conversation sucked.
Tiny homes, not cool. PJ Day, not cool either.
Nostalgic, but not cool.
But not cool. So both the two of them were not cool. That's crazy.
We're balling.
All right. I guess I get to ask the next one.
Oh, yeah.
If you could have one everyday superpower, what is... Wait, you wrote this question. What does everyday mean?
Everyday superpower is like you can't fly. You can't like turn invisible.
Oh, so you can't have a superpower. You just
no, it's a superpower. Power. Like it's a thing you wouldn't usually be able to do. I have a really good one lined up for this, but I don't want to like give away my answer. Like you can't have flight. You can't have invisibility, but you can do like a weird thing you wouldn't be able to usually do. I'll just say mine.
Okay, I have a feeling that this conversation is going to be me saying things that are not allowed.
No, the lines are very like.
Okay, so you answer first so that I can retain my answers until after I know what's allowed.
So, what I decided to choose for mine, or what I was thinking about was, every time I wanted to make food, it's just automatically cooked. So I can go downstairs, and if I want burgers and they're frozen, I throw 3 burgers in the pan, and they're automatically perfectly cooked.
Are they? They're not cooked by someone?
No, they're cooked by me. I throw them in the pan, but they're instantly cooked. And then if I go to make like mac and cheese, I throw the water in the pot, and I throw the mac and cheese in the pot, and it's automatically cooked.
How is flying crazier than that?
Because you can fly.
Yeah, but you could do it every day. So having food cooked immediately, so it would just be like a really good stove, right?
Well, the superpower would be that whenever I like go to make the food, it's just automatic. It's automatically cooked when I go through the process of cooking it. There's no like time involved.
Okay.
So
Seems
do
reasonable.
you see how it's like a little more reasonable than being able to like fly
Okay.
or be invisible?
Okay, so food will just be cooked, but you still have to like get all the supplies out?
Yeah.
And is like if you cook in a pan, is the pan all greasy or no?
You know, I'll add to mine. No cleanup. No cleanup.
Okay, cook really quick and there's no cleanup. Or cook instantly.
Yeah, and no cleanup.
And there's no cleanup.
So that was my pick, and that's
a good one.
That's why I said everyday superpower, because it's not like something you'd think of.
Okay, that's good.
Because usually when you ask someone like, oh, if you could choose any superpower, and people are like, oh, I wanna be able to fly, I wanna be invisible, I wanna have like super speed or like something crazy. Like, obviously, like cooking your food instantly is crazy, but it's not. I don't think as crazy as being able to like fly around the world in 1 second.
Okay, so that's cool. I would like to be able to do that too, because I hate cooking things.
That's why.
And I find myself getting fast food sometimes just because I don't want to cook things. That would be nice.
But now you got to choose.
So I'll agree with you. So okay, I gotta choose.
You gotta think of one. You gotta get cooking.
Everyday superpower food. I think something that would be very useful to me. Oh, can I just have like $1 billion? Is that a superpower?
I guess, but I was
Okay.
I was thinking one on the sort of along the same lines.
My everyday superpower would be that if I got out of bed, I would make $1 trillion. Every time I get out of bed, I make every time I'm gonna keep it within reason.
Okay, yeah.
Every time I get out of bed, I make $1 million for getting out of bed.
Let's keep it reasonable here. That seems reasonable.
So that's my superpower is that every time I get out of bed, I make $1 million because that's something I have to do every day.
Yeah.
Unless I don't sleep in my bed.
So difficult.
Unless I sleep on the floor. So if I get too rich, I'll just sleep on the floor.
I had another good one brewing in the chamber.
What was it?
Infinite gas.
Oh, that'd be good too, but $1 million could pay for more than enough.
Oh yeah,
gas.
but we're sort of.
I feel like I'm getting
the rules
I'm getting the bigger picture here, and you're getting the smaller picture. You're still gonna be. You could still be homeless and be able to afford. You could be able to have gas. I'm not gonna be homeless because I get $1 million every time I get up. What if I go back in bed? If I'm running low, and I'm just like, yep, take a nap.
Dude, how could you ever be running low if you got $1 million every day?
Because what if I just didn't? What if I just had too much to do and I didn't sleep ever? All right, next question.
All right. So, if you could have dinner with 3 people, dead or alive, who would they be? So, when I say dinner means 5-course meal. Y'all are sitting at like a circle table and y'all get to talk all you would like.
First question, do I have to pay for the dinner?
No, but you should tip out of courtesy.
Okay.
The dinner's happening. You don't get.
I wouldn't want to have somebody really, really famous if I have to tip. Because if it was somebody really, really cool that I want to like respect me, I'd want to have it at like a nice restaurant. I don't have the money to tip there. So let's say.
So this is what you're caught up on. You're caught up on the tipping.
Yeah. It's the money aspect.
Okay.
That's why I wish that I could wake up and have $1 million. So if both things are considered, I'd go to a really nice restaurant. I'd have Steve Jobs. Let's consider that. Okay. I'd have Steve Jobs.
Okay.
Oh, he's dead. Current people?
Dead or alive?
Oh my gosh. There's so many. If I say, like a terrible person from history would be so like who's somebody that we don't know that much about that was like really influential? What about like
Mussolini.
yeah? What if I had like the three like worst people ever? Like what if I had like Hitler, Mussolini, and then like
Stalin.
no, Michelle Obama, dude. Well, that sounds bad. The only reason I said that is because she ruined my lunch in elementary school.
She ruined my lunch.
And
in
I had to
elementary
grow
school.
up with this stupid whole grain lunch and not as much. I remember we used to have Bosco sticks in elementary school that were so good. And there was two and they were all greasy and they're in this plastic container. And then when Michelle Obama came along, all of a sudden they were half the size and there were two.
And they tasted bad.
And they were just as good. They were the same thing, but they were half the size. And then all of a sudden one day they started giving out one at a time. Imagine eating. Okay, so imagine you're excited for lunch and you're like you have all this money that your parents loaded into your lunch account.
Oh, I'm imagining.
And you go and you've got like whatever amount of money left. And you're excited for lunch and you have to get one half-size Bosco stick in a that's all you have to eat besides whatever fruits and vegetables, which you didn't grab in elementary school.
Ew.
I didn't grab
Yuck.
fruits and vegetables.
Fruits and vegetables are not good for
I
you.
grabbed the Bosco sticks because they were good
Because they were yummy.
until there was one half-size one left because of Michelle Obama.
Then they were less good.
Okay, I'm going to have Michelle Obama. No Michelle Obama. She's not, I don't think she's bad enough. Just the lunches.
You literally get free choice of
Okay.
any three people, dead or alive.
Hitler, Mussolini, and wait, is it free? Who's paying for it?
It's just free dinner, whatever.
Free dinner.
Sure.
Hitler. Oh, no, you know what? Okay, I'd have Hitler because he's probably the worst person in history. I just want to ask him why, and I want to get to the bottom. I want to know how he died because apparently that's a big mystery, isn't it?
Did he go to like
People
Venezuela?
said he killed himself,
Or did he kill himself?
I want to know how he died, or if he died, he could still be alive. But I don't want to talk to old Hitler. He's probably got dementia or something.
Probably.
I just want to talk to like normal Hitler. Hitler, and then both of my parents treat him to a nice dinner. Both my parents treat him to a nice dinner. And Hitler will be there for me to ask questions.
So if you got the chance with three people, dead or alive, you would choose Adolf Hitler
Yeah.
and your parents.
The money aspect is a big thing. Like, I could go to the nicest restaurant ever if it's free. And I've got Hitler to ask him all the Hitler questions. I can say, why did you do that?
All the Hitler questions.
And, yeah. There's so many
how many
questions.
Hitler questions do you have?
I'm not,
rattle them off.
I don't,
rattle them off.
Okay, I don't like Hitler. I just want to know.
I know. How many Hitler questions do you have? Rattle off the questions.
You know how much money I can. This is all about money. Sorry. You know how much money I could make if I knew how Hitler died? 1,000%.
$0.
I could not tell people, and then they would have to pay me to know how Hitler died because I'm the only one that talked to him since he died.
How are they going to know that you actually talked to him? They're gonna think you're a lunatic.
No, people won't know. I'll take a picture with them.
So you're gonna take a selfie with you, your parents, and Adolf
And
Hitler.
dude, say that back again. Imagine a selfie.
I heard it.
Okay, Hitler is a terrible person. I have to
We know.
reiterate.
Oh, we know.
It's not because I like Hitler. It's because it's Hitler, dude. You could find out how he died. You could find out his mindset behind why he did that. Oh, what if he just like kills me though at the dinner? Would he do that?
No.
It's beyond the rules. It is.
Hitler.
It's
Okay. We're gonna add a rule to this question. The people that you invite to the table
We gotta have
can't
rules.
kill you.
okay. They can't kill me. And
Nope.
can they leave or no?
They can leave, but only after the dinner's done.
Okay, so the dinner. What if they just like pay and leave? Okay, so
Then they just
they
go
can't
back to where they
leave.
came
Okay,
from. If Hitler's dead, he's just going back to where he came from.
it's going back to hell. So Hitler. Okay, so they can't leave and they have to answer my questions.
I thought this was a simple question, but it's just not.
Okay, I'd have Hitler and my parents. My parents are getting a nice dinner on whoever's paying. It's not me, I don't
The
think.
question's paying.
The question's paying. So my parents are getting a nice dinner. I'm getting a nice dinner with my parents. And then I also
and Hitler's
get to
there.
ask Hitler why he killed all those people and how he died.
Dude, I'm just picturing you and your parents at the dinner table, and
Hitler.
Hitler's just there. All
So that's my answer, is Hitler and my parents.
right, that's a wild thing to say. All right, I really got to think about this. I want Wilt Chamberlain. I want to know if he's like as sick as he.
You're not going
is,
to
like,
see. He's just
portrayed to be.
eating dinner, dude.
I get to.
He's not playing basketball. He's just eating dinner.
Is Hitler killing thousands of people at the dinner table?
No, but I get to ask him why he did it. I don't need to see. I don't want to see him do it. I don't want to see more people die. I just want to know why he did it.
I get to ask Wilt Chamberlain about basketball. He doesn't have to play basketball in front of me for me to know like what I want to know.
What do you want to know from Wilt Chamberlain?
Did you score 100 points in that game? Did you?
But he did.
How do you know? There's no video of the game.
Oh. Okay. Carry on.
Big mystery. Is Wilt Chamberlain as sick as everyone portrays him to be?
We'll never know because he can't play basketball at dinner.
We will know because I'm eating dinner with him and I'm asking him questions.
He could just lie to you, dude. Imagine you pay all this money. Or imagine you. This is your answer to the question. Imagine you waste your question dinner on somebody that just lies to you the whole time. He's like, yep, I scored 1,000 points that game.
All right. So let's do a little bit of observation here. So I have Wilt Chamberlain at my dinner. That's my first person. That's the only person I've said thus far. You elected to have Adolf Hitler at your dinner. Is Adolf Hitler going to tell you the truth? You're going to be like, Adolf, why did you kill 6 million Jewish people?
Okay, so they have
He's
to
like,
tell.
oh, I didn't do that. What?
I think he would say he did. He is proud of that. I feel like he wouldn't have done it if he didn't think it was a good thing to do in his mind, which is not a good thing to do at all. I would never do that. He would say that he did it because he enjoyed. Like, why would he do it if he thought it was a bad thing to do? He thought it was a good thing to do. He's Hitler.
That's true.
His mind is all frazzled up.
That's true.
He's Hitler, dude.
So everyone at the table has to tell the truth. They can't lie to me.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Wilt
a new
Chamberlain.
rule. A new rule.
New rule to what was supposed to be the easiest question in the entire world.
Yeah.
Wilt Chamberlain's at my table. I'm asking him about his 100-point game. I'm asking him, is he sick at basketball? I'm asking Wilt Chamberlain all the questions because Wilt Chamberlain's sick. Also at my table, I didn't think this far. I'm gonna take Kanye West.
That's good.
Kanye's a dog. I want to know what that man's thinking, honestly.
Yeah, for real.
He'd be doing some crazy
He's
stuff.
doing and saying some crazy stuff.
I just want to know.
I want to be like, why did you say that thing about that minority group? And also, how did you write graduation at the same time?
That's a good point. Also, Kanye's not at your dinner. You don't get to ask him any questions.
So yeah, you can ask him whatever you want.
I get to ask him all the questions.
I get to treat my parents to a nice dinner, and also Hitler. Unfortunately, but fortunately, because I get
get the answers.
I get the answers, dude. Okay,
But
last
I don't
person.
get the answers. Last person. So I've got Wilt. I've got Kanye, and who do I want? Like Babe Ruth, another athlete legend that not a lot of people get.
Lame.
You chose your parents.
What's he gonna talk to you about? Baseball. Baseball's still around. I know how it works already. It's a diamond. And
You picked your parents.
All right.
2 of your people were your parents.
Okay. Did you ask that question or did I ask that question?
That's a great question. Okay.
All right.
Had to lock in real quick.
Let's see. Okay. So, I found an article earlier that said it was talking about the 6 world issues, I think it said. I didn't know the 6 world issues was a thing. But so I got a list of them. But I don't have anything about them, so some of them I don't really know what they are. They're just issues that are very large in the world. I think they're the 6 biggest issues in the world right now.
They have to be.
So we're just going to discuss how we would solve the 6 world issues.
We're not going to discuss it. We're going to solve it.
Okay, so the first world issue we're dealing with here is food security.
Food security.
Yep.
What does that even mean?
I think if you need to secure your food, I think everybody that has food insecurity should get a therapist so that they can deal with being insecure about eating food and they can overcome that and eat food so that they don't die. So I think therapists should be provided in nations and regions where food insecurity is like a big issue. And if it doesn't mean that, if it means that it's hard to get food places, aka world hunger, they could have just said world hunger. It would have made way more sense. I think the way to deal with world hunger would be
to make more food.
No, but you can't make that much food.
You can make a lot of food.
If we could make more food, we'd be making more food because there's.
Oh, would we?
There's money in the food industry, I think.
Oh,
still.
But what if there's not?
All right.
Maybe that's why they're not making food.
I think just plant farms where we have parks, because what do you do in a park? Stand there and look at plants? Well, guess what? If we had farms there, you could still go and you could stand and look at it. There's even more plants in a farm. There's tons of plants. This is like the point of a farm.
Dude.
And if there's not plants, there's animals. Animals are sick too. Every park should be replaced with a farm. And it's free to go look at the plants, but the plants also go to people that are starving. What's your solution to food insecurity?
It's a great answer. Well, when you said food insecurity, I thought people weren't keeping their food secure. So you gotta lock it down.
Did I already say the answer to that or no?
You gotta lock it down. You gotta put a padlock on the fridge.
Provide padlocks and like safes. If I have like a melon that's worth a lot of money, I'll just put it in like a safe that has a lock, so it's secure.
You just hijacked my answer.
I've been yapping too much. Keep going. Actually, no, don't keep going. This issue is solved. Whatever this.
We've solved it. We've done it.
Whatever
We've solved food insecurity.
Whatever this issue is, whatever you decipher it as, whatever this article thinks this issue is, I think that we've solved it here. And I think the government just doesn't want to do it because they want more money. Because that's what the government does. They just want money.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, okay. Easy. That was an easy one. Give me a harder one. Come on. Human health. That's one of the world's biggest issues. One of the 6 issues in the world is human health.
I'm gonna jumpstart this one. Tough it up.
Just eat healthier.
No, just tough it up. You don't even have to eat healthy. I don't eat that healthy. You know what I do when I get sick? I tough it up. Am I healthy?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, your health. Wait. Okay, my answer, I think I'm just gonna say eat healthier, man. It's not that hard to just eat healthier. I mean, if you don't have enough money to eat healthy, then just don't eat the worst things that you could eat. Because eventually everybody's going to die in general. So you might as well, if the issue is people aren't living as long, just buy cabbage instead of buying a fruit roll up.
What are you talking about?
It's human health. Just eat healthier, dude. If you can't eat healthier, then just tough it out. Just just play with the cards you've been dealt.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so
world health. Seems like that's solved.
World health. What's it called? Human health.
Human health.
Just eat healthier.
Solved.
2 of the 6 biggest
2 of
issues.
6.
We've solved 1/3 of the world's issues right now.
They gotta get on this, man. We're doing too well.
Okay, 3rd issue is land management.
Well, that seems silly.
My land, I own the apartment that I live in. I think if you have land, then just learn how to manage the land that you have. You can't have that much land. If you have let's say somebody has 2,000 acres.
Who has 2,000 acres?
farmers and stuff.
Oh.
If you have 2,000 acres, what's the issue with managing that? What do you got? Like you got like wolves or something that are eating like your. No, wolves don't eat crops. Okay, so let's say you're a farmer that's got 2,000 acres, and you have an issue with your crops being sowed by an unknown entity. Let's say wolves are eating all your corn. I think the way to manage that issue is just get a fence around your land. So overall, honestly, I'm gonna have one very brief answer to the land management issue. I say, put a fence around your land, man. Put a fence around your land. It's not that hard. If you have enough money for a lot of land, it's not gonna be that expensive. Okay, number 4. The fourth world issue is water security. You can start. I've been yapping
Water
too much.
security, man. Sounds an awful lot like food security to me. You know what we should do? If somebody's trying to take your water, lock it up.
Who do you think? Okay, so when they came up with this world issue, I mean, obviously it's like it's a real world issue, so it's a real thing. Who is the one that's trying to take the water from people?
It's me. I want it.
Okay, so let's say that Nick is the one that's trying to take the water. I would just... Oh, you know what? Okay, so if Nick was the one trying to take... You need to find your enemy's weaknesses. So if I have a bucket of water, and my big issue is water security...
I want to take it.
Yeah, water security. So Nick wants to take it. Guess what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to put a whole lot of peanuts in that water because I know one thing. Nick is allergic to peanuts. But that's just an example. So overall, I think you need to put things in your water that you can still eat or drink so that the water you can still ingest the water. You can still use the water to shower or whatever you use water for, cooking or whatever. You need to put things in the water that your enemy can't have, so he doesn't even want the water. That's the whole metaphor. So I'd put peanuts in the water if Nick was trying to take the water.
Okay.
That'd be more secure.
What if I have a bucket of water and you're trying to get my water? What do I put in my water? You're not allergic to anything.
I'm allergic to guinea pigs, so put a guinea pig in it.
What? Well, the guinea pig's gonna drown. Should I still put?
No, but the fur's still gonna make me allergic.
But the guinea pig's going to drown in the water.
No, yeah, but it's still gonna be guinea pig water. It's still gonna affect. So the metaphor still stands. If you put a guinea pig in your bucket of water, I'm not gonna steal it. I can't drink it. I can't shower with it. I'm gonna get all bumpy and red.
Is it ethical for me to put a living guinea pig into the water so you can't take it?
What if you buy the guinea pig that died at the pet store?
Please,
the pet store and you put it in there.
Please tell me one place where you can buy a dead guinea pig. Please.
Okay, what if you dumpster dive at the pet store and find a dead guinea pig and you put it in your water? I don't think getting the guinea pig would be a part of the issue. I think you just need to know. You could get a guinea pig and you could like shave all its hair off and put it in the bucket. It'll still be just as bad to me. I won't want it because it'll make me all itchy and red, like I said.
Then who else would want a bunch of water with hair in it?
Nobody else is trying to get it besides me.
But why would I want it? It's my water. Why would I want to put guinea pig hair in my water?
Because you can still drink it. It's not going to affect you. Are you allergic to guinea pigs?
No. Would you?
So you can still drink it.
Would you drink water with a bunch of peanut butter in it?
I would rather drink water with a bunch of peanut butter in it than not have any water because you stole it.
That is a good point.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, so food security.
Solved.
Put your enemy's weakness in the security. Like if Superman was trying to get my... Okay, this is even more of a metaphor.
Perfect,
this one's not real. If Superman was trying to get my water, I would put kryptonite in it.
Just a little sprinkle.
Yep. So food security. Put stuff that people that are trying to steal your... No. This is
water
security. Food. Okay. Water security. Put things that people don't want in the water. Okay. So we have done things that the entire world and every country has not succeeded in.
Governments of nations.
Food security,
have failed.
human health, Land management, water security. We've solved all of them.
Oh, yeah.
We only have 2 more of the 6 world issues left. And one of them is... this one might be difficult.
No.
Climate change.
Ooh. This could be difficult.
This one might actually have to make me think a little bit.
No, I don't think it will. Stop changing. Stop changing.
What do you mean?
The climate's changing.
Doesn't it change by like cow farts and cars?
Yeah, but if we just stop it from changing, we'll be fine. The climate.
No, but how do you? This is like a serious issue. How do you stop it from changing? I feel like this is like a. We're kind of getting into the meat of the issue here. How do you stop the climate from changing? That's what we need to come up with.
We tell them to knock it off.
But okay, it's not. Nobody's okay. I think to stop the climate. Okay, I'm gonna give my opinion first, or my solution. To stop climate change, we should stop using. Let's see. I'm gonna. Oh, here. Let me. Where's my phone?
Oh, he's doing research.
What
now.
causes climate change? What causes the most climate change? That's what I'm gonna do. Because if you can just stop the most.
Methane, carbon dioxide.
Yeah, but what causes that?
A lot of things. Cars, cows.
Yeah, but no way the cows cause.
The cows cause a
fossil
lot of
fuels.
it. Look it up. I'm curious to see the percentage.
Honestly,
Look it up.
my solution to causing climate change. I'm gonna leave that one.
Nothing we could do. Sorry, we tried our best.
It seems hard. It seems like there's too many answers that I can't. The other ones were easy to answer.
Oh yeah, simple.
This one's harder, so I'm not gonna answer it. I think if we solve 5 of the 6 world issues, I think that's good for today.
We'll be in pretty good shape.
So I'm gonna say.
Nah.
Climate change, we'll just leave that for a later date when we can get more people to help us with that one.
Oh yeah.
What's your answer?
I ain't doing all that.
Yeah, it's
Right now.
too much work. Sorry, guys. Climate's gonna stay. It's gonna stay changing for a while.
It's gonna stay changing as much as I don't want them to.
Yeah. All right. Last one. This one's tough. Last of the 6 global issues is biodiversity preservation.
What does that even mean?
To preserve I feel like biodiversity. You can't not preserve biodiversity.
You haven't told me what biodiversity
Okay, so
is.
biodiversity basically means like the diversity. Like, it literally just it means exactly what you think it means.
Oh.
It means the diversity. Like if you look at an ecosystem, there's diversity.
There's a bunch of different plants
and all the different things and animals and life and water and plants. You already said plants. Biodiversity. I think preserving biodiversity. I don't think there's an issue with that.
I think you just leave them alone.
I think you just stop killing like bugs and stuff because just stop killing stuff.
But what if they're really annoying?
Oh, but okay.
What if they're obnoxious?
No, you know what? Stop killing. Okay, so stop killing stuff in the wild.
Oh yeah.
Why don't we just start farming? What do people kill in the wild? Like deer?
Yeah.
Just start farming deer. If you want to kill deer, farm them and then let them loose and then just shoot them. If you want to hunt, just
make it a game.
Just
make it a game.
Grow the deer in your backyard or something, and then when hunting season comes, just let them loose and just shoot them.
Making it a game makes it so much better.
No, it already is a game. You can make a game out of it.
Well, yeah, but making the game like under your control, because usually when you're hunting, you go out and you wait.
Yeah,
you
what
wait
if you
for
just
hours.
you could wait for hours and not even get one single hunt?
Yeah. So,
why has nobody thought to just farm like 1,000 deer, and then just let them all loose and just shoot them as they're running away? The ones that get free, more biodiversity, and the ones that don't get free, well, you get to hunt and you get to eat.
So we're not just solving the problem, we're improving the biodiversity.
Yeah, we're improving Okay, so the solution to biodiversity is to just
farm deer.
Farm deer. Just farm all the animals
deer
that you would kill in the wild just for fun, and farm them so you can kill them for fun, but it's not going to affect biodiversity in general.
What about like plants though? But
plants.
people don't even kill plants.
There's enough plants.
There's enough plants.
There's enough plants to last. There's not gonna ever be not enough plants.
Stupid question.
If somebody wants to argue with me about there not being enough plants, go to the rainforest and tell me there's not enough plants in the world.
Oh, there's enough.
I'm gonna take a helicopter. I'm gonna take a helicopter. You know what? Just go to a greenhouse. Go to one greenhouse, like one large greenhouse. Look around, and tell me there's not enough plants.
Oh.
I think there's enough plants in one greenhouse to last to be biodiverse enough.
When I tell you there's a lot of plants, oh, there's a lot of plants.
Yeah, no, there's plenty. I've seen. If you can walk outside right now, I swear to you, unless you live in the middle of a city that has no plants, honestly, a city will probably
Cities still have plants. They got enough.
Okay, if you're living in a concrete box and you walk outside and there's nobody. Okay. Walk outside right now, wherever you're listening to this podcast or watching. Walk outside right now, and count all the plants that you see, and tell me there's not enough plants in the world.
Please, yeah.
Okay, I think all the issues are solved. Besides the one, what was the one that we didn't solve? Climate change. Yeah, climate's just gonna change, man. I don't. Not only do I not feel like solving it, but we can just save it for a later date. I don't think we need to change that.
We can do it next.
We don't. I don't think we need. I don't think we need to stop that from changing right now.
No.
Okay, so that's all 6. So if the UN sees this, or if somebody really influential with a lot of money sees this, take our advice. You can figure out how to change the world, make it better.
Fix that real quick.
Fix all 6 issues, the only 6 issues in the world right now. You can solve them right now.
Easily.
Okay. Oh, you got the next one?
I got the next one.
Well, you know what? Let's just do the would you rather. That'd be a good one.
That's perfect. All right. Little conclusion. Would you rather have an Instagram mom or no father? So, by Instagram mom, if you've got Instagram Reels, I'm sure you've seen her. Any random mom that just like posts a video of her kids. This is a day in my life, parenting my
day
2-year-old.
in my life, or like the outfits.
The outfit of the day for my 2-year-old and my 18-month-old.
Yeah.
For my 83-month-old and my 42-month-old.
That's a great definition of an Instagram
That
mom.
is an Instagram mom. Or no father. Which would you rather have?
Okay. I'm gonna go first. So if I had an Instagram mom, that means that every day when I get out of bed, she posts a video of her. Oh, you know what? Instagram moms do go all out all the time for social media. So that means every morning I'm getting a huge breakfast, and my outfits are always going to be clean. When I'm like, if I was like a toddler, I'm always going to be dripping. And honestly, that's the only 2 pros that I can think.
Let me throw
I'm going to be dripping as a... Wait, here, give me 1 sec. I'm going to be dripping as a little kid. I'm going to get lots of meals that are Pinterest good because they have to be. Okay, so I'm going to throw out those are my pros. Those are the 2 pros of having an Instagram mom. The only 2. So, yeah, throw in what you're going to say.
I'm throwing a little doozy into your logic. So you say when you're a toddler, you get all these awesome outfits. You're looking sick. You're looking fly.
Yeah.
What about when you're like 12 or like 13?
I know, that's the issue.
And your mom is still setting out your outfits every day.
And she's still filming you right early in the morning.
You know what she's doing? She's walking into your room. She's saying, "Wake up, sunshine.
Waking up my kids in the morning.
Wake up, sunshine. Put on your outfit I picked out."
POV. Let's see. What's an Instagram mom thing to say?
POV. My kid.
POV.
Didn't like
My
the
son
outfit.
doesn't want to get out of bed. I'm laying there like trying to go to sleep. It's like a snow day. It's like 7 a.m. And I'm like laying in bed, and I get a camera with a flash in my face, and it's like, "Wake up, silly." It's like, no, I don't want to get out of bed. Wake up. And then the video, like I think the TikTok probably cuts the length of videos, so once it gets to the end, she like I need fucking get up, dude.
Yeah.
I need to get up, or else it's gonna ruin, or not
else I won't-
TikTok.
I
It's
won't have
gonna
any
ruin
content.
the Instagram reel. She's
I'll have
not
no
gonna,
content.
Not gonna have any content. And so I think the first. Here's a hot take. I think this might be my final answer, honestly. The first. How long does Instagram? How long is like an Instagram reel? Like 60 seconds.
A minute. Let's say a minute.
Let's say the first 30 seconds of every Instagram reel would be great. Your mom is doing way more than she's supposed to because she's got to put it on Instagram. She's doing all this extravagant stuff. But if you don't comply, if you don't wake up by the end of the video, or if you don't put on her outfits when you're 12, then she doesn't have the content. And I don't want to know what an Instagram mom does when their kids don't comply.
Dude, it's like taking food away from
Because
you
you don't see. I don't have an Instagram mom, so I don't know. All I see is the good part on Instagram. But you know that if those kids they're not aesthetic enough on Instagram. You know, if they don't do the things if they don't like that breakfast their mom DIY'd on Instagram. I might just give my final answer here. I think having an Instagram mom. Oh, okay. This was a would you rather. I totally forgot about that.
Father.
Instagram mom or no father. Oh, I love my dad, and I think dads are awesome. And I think
like it's your current dad, like he just disappears. Yeah. Oh,
just because of that, I'm gonna say Instagram. Or no. I'm gonna have Instagram mom.
Yeah,
because I think my dad could. If my dad was married to an Instagram mom, I feel like he would be like, "What are you doing right now?"
100%. You just switched my answer last second because
Yeah.
I was gonna say no dad because it's like I can deal with it. But
Yeah.
dude, if it's my dad that I have known,
like I love my dad.
I love my dad to death, dude.
Okay, so
That'd be terrible.
Honestly, growing up with a father has been great. So I'm gonna say I would rather have an Instagram. It pains me to say that I would rather have an Instagram mom, just because having a dad is just an amazing thing to have, and I love my dad very much. So I would rather have an Instagram mom than not have a father.
Based on that final twist, I completely agree with you.
And how much time has it been? Okay.
That's enough of that.
I think this concludes the podcast. Thank you guys for listening in again. Check out our socials. We've got Off the Table Podcast, Off the Table Sports on Instagram. We got Off the Table and Off the Table Sports on Twitter. We've got Off the Table on TikTok.
Ooh.
Soon we're gonna have Off the Table and Off the Table Sports. It's in motion. We'll see what happens. But yeah, follow us on all our socials. I'll link it in the description of the video. If you're on Spotify, you can just fend for yourself. Spotify or streaming services.
Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube.
Yeah, you just go to YouTube. Give us a like while you're at it.
And a comment just for fun.
Yeah, and a comment. And yeah, thanks for listening in again. And you're welcome for not having any ads. The reason we don't have any ads is because we have not very many followers on any socials yet. But we will.
Just trust.
All right. Thank you and have a nice day. Thanks for listening.